Uzbek. They got a lot of men and a lot of force limit. What they don't have are a lot of forts. In fact, all their forts are in awful places. That said, I have no forts on this border either. Oh, they got this fort. If I ran here, I could just bum rush into him and get a quick kill on these guys. But I'm sure he has units on his capital, so it might be an idea to make a bum rush here, spread out to ensure he can't recruit here, and then worm my way down. If he goes inside my country, so be it. It's no big deal. How many units am I looking at myself? Superior number. My cash flow isn't great. What's the plan for after you get the achievement? Well, just gonna conquer until Cradle of Civilization is on my lap. Yeah, I'll core that someday. I've got a great general to fight them with as well. I mean, what do they have? Military leaders, country, Uzbek. 1, 2, what? Yeah. Not impressed. Not even impressed. Because, yeah, I would just need to have a load of mercs take the top. Whilst this guy ram-raided his capital, which is usually where the units are. Where's his capital again? It's right there. Usually. Can't say that for certain, but they're usually there. But I feel like lack of manpower is going to bite me in the bum for this. Like I should really consider having some mercs. Or even... yeah, never going to get these guys, am I? Till 81. That's a shame. Alright, but I'm not against having mercs if they're really going to help me out with a war like this. And they're going to help me out overall because manpower is as tight as it is. And then you guys spread out. You'll take a while to get up here anyway. Will Paradox be doing any feature streams for Cradle of Civ? Yeah, I should really see to planning that. I guess if Blondie's still here, she probably ain't, but if he were, he'd probably be going, oh yeah, I need to tell Jake to do that. Alright, it's just entering the deep of winter here. Novgorod independence guaranteed by Muscovy. Take a photo, I have never seen that before. All things considered, this is a pretty successful Novgorod run. How are you doing financially, my little subject, Razan? Amazingly, you're making ends meet. With an army, too. Are you going to go east across the plains of northern Asia, or east into India and take out China? I'm probably going to kill China. It seems like the right thing to do. Seems like the morally right thing to do. How many numbers did those Uzbeks have again? I already forgot. 31. And we know that 12 of them are there. So it would be about 19 up here. It's not impossible to take them out with these guys. I could just run in with these guys. Fight here. Hopefully they're there. Again, there's no guarantee about it. Actually, it might be better to go there, because then I can immediately see where they are. Because if they try to go south, then I'm able to deal with that better. No, you're staying there. But I need to get those core provinces, and I have only 18 years to do so. In fact, if we double check on that achievement... Gold Rush, form Golden Horde before 1500. So yeah, I only got 17 years to do that. I see no good reason not to just rush into you. I only need a couple of provinces. I just need to take your fort, any fort, and get enough. Although I do want to really rip you in half. Like, physically ripping you in half would help out a lot. Since the north would probably revolt to Siberia, because you're an awful country. If I can't do that, then I'd like to take your forts. I should also consider the development here. This is the good land to have. So actually, Uzbek's really strong. Maybe too strong. Oh well, I should strike them before they get any friends. That would be my undoing if they got some. And what do I want? I could make it for his capital, but that won't give me such long ticking war score. But his capital's pretty expensive to take anyway, and I do need it. And I think I want to go for 100% anyway, so Chimitura is going down. What religion will you switch to for Yuan? You know, I haven't really thought about it. How does one form Yuan? I haven't looked into it since it was put in, and that was a fair whack ago. Oh, also, I'm going to let the turn of the month happen so he doesn't get much of a chance to reinforce. Chimjitura, become mine. I don't need no stinking Oirat on my side. Although it would be nice if he joined me, like really nice. Unless, it's worth checking before you do a declaration if you can get an ally who would help you in the war. And whilst I would still love Chagatai, Golden Horde is allied to Chagatai rival Oirat and Trust. But Chagatai does not like Uzbek and does not have a truce with Uzbek. I could call Chagatai into this war, which would be more than mildly amusing. The trust hurts, sure, but not so bad that I couldn't get you. Now we're talking. Now we're drinking attrition. And Chagatai wants to make royal babies. Ugh, I married the other guy as well. Can I get along without a royal marriage from Chagatai? That would be nicer. Well, I'll take it anyway. Marriages are nice, right? Happy times. Bleh. Double bleh. Oh, but part of that is because he's in debt, and another part of it is my horrific Diplo reputation. I can bring Diplo rep up by a little bit, but mostly I'm being crippled by that. But really, paying off his debt would help, and I can do that because I'm a great power. Oh, but Ming's involvement gets in the way of that. Chagatai, how many debts, how many loans is that debt? I can help you out there. Think, Jake. Use your thinking head. 2 loans is hurting him for... Hope he doesn't just build units and stuff with that. 98. So reasonably it's about 49. So if I give him 50 ducats, I think the AI was actually improved in being able to handle this. And he should have enough. He should really have enough to take care of that. I'll send him a wee splashy gift. And then hopefully he repays some of that. And then, would you look at that, I got someone to bleed for me. And that's going to be worth the 50 ducats. I'm going to cancel that, I didn't trust that one bit. There we go. Chimjitura, time to go. There's no religion requirement, but you can be Tangri or Shinti if you want to be. Well, we're sticking with Sunni. Yeah, well, time to die. This is going to be harsh on my attrish, but what you gonna do? I've only had 2 monarchs. I've been running pretty good. Plenty of heirs, but those just die like things that die fast. What hasn't been going my way is the spread of the Renaissance. I am not a Renaissance man, clearly. It's spreading in some of these provinces because European 10 development, but I burn so much land that we don't see much of that. It's okay though, we burn enough to get our monies back. Okay, he is not where I thought he would be, which does mean the north is at least a little bit safe. At least a little. But where are his units? There's a slight chance that he's hanging around up here, which wouldn't be good for me. Oh, hello! I have good maneuver. You will be likely to outrun me. Don't worry about the attrition, guys. We're used to this, probably. You go chase him down. If he wants to focus on... where's he going? Where's he going? He just went down to top of tech. How fast can I get him? He's moved away from here, so he might be trying to put his army together. Which would be bad news for me if he did. Looking at this rate, he likely will be able to. Unfortunate, but what you gonna do? Aha! We're gonna catch him is what we're gonna do. He may move those guys over to there. So what I should be focusing on doing, unless I'm only just catching him. Okay, I'm only just catching him. We'll run in and take him out the old-fashioned way then. But they might move up there. Yeah, kind of saw that coming. But we have advantages here. We should be able to mince him. And the fighting isn't too bad. It at least gives us war participation. Oh well, helps if we roll on the shock. There we go. 9 versus 9. There's those reinforcements though. Whew. Our tech is carrying us here, because those are some serious losses. Fortunately, mostly for our mercs, but it's still sad news for us. Chasing him down is actually going to be quite painful. He'll probably recover a good bit better than we will. So this could hurt us, actually. But I know those units are just going to spring back to life if I leave them be, whereas mine will certainly not. But it buys me time. To add to the butts, Chagatai doesn't have much to offer here. It'll get enough time to secure the north here, I'm certain of that. Also, I'm just going to leave a couple of you guys to deal with those. We'll get this as normal. Actually, you guys can take care of that. You're going to be stuffed far away anyway. You're taking care of the capital, although honestly, with us being relatively safe, you don't need more than 4. So you guys can head south a bit. So what do you do? Again, I could split up and take a load of this, but he's just gonna revitalize. Well, I'll take my risks with that. Let's corner him. Jake, maybe try to get Chagatai to attach to you. It's an idea. I wonder if he'd pay any attention to it. Yeah, because I need more claims on Golden on Muscovy. Alright, Kasimov is ours, which means it gets the old you-know-what treatment. Kind of a sad thing that I do to these provinces. Did I burn Kasimov? Yes, yes I did. Just felt like it had oddly high development there for something that I ever looked at. As soon as that capital of theirs is gone, it's a good fight, good night for these guys. I want you all back together because that general of yours helps you reinforce. Might not help much for the horses, but it'll do a ton of good for the mercs. Also, was that something about 8? Wait. Oh yeah, of course, you're going to come in through the south. Well, he'll reinforce worse in my lands at least. And the damage I'm doing to him is a lot more than the damage he's going to possibly do to me. Oh snap, I forgot I need to take care of these recruitments. I don't like them at all. How about we do it this way? Poor guy's confused. He don't know what to do. Although I think you're trying to attach to me. There we go. See, now that I get 100% reinforcement in this province, if I didn't have my 5 maneuver guy, I would get 50%. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. Also, with 5 military, I bet you'd make a pretty good general, Mr. Osmanoglu, but I kind of want you alive so I can strengthen our relationship with the Otto friends. Wonder if I can pick him off in my own country. Got plenty of free units now to do such a thing. Feels nice to get this achievement nice and relatively fast. Yeah, this is a true cutting in half, because otherwise he could just go up into the unknown here. But with that in mind, I'd rather not take his Siberian lands, but I have to take one. Just to be 100% sure of the lands I need, it is Kapchish and Chimjitura. So maybe leaving him with a Siberian revolt is not the best idea. But again, I want that development, to burn it all to the ground. And it is Kapcha that I need, right? Kapchak. Golden border gore. Not a fan of the sad music. Come on, this is triumphant times for the Golden Horde. Against all odds, we made it. Okay, but another thing I should really do is take Bukhara away from him. He does not deserve a fort there. Might be getting a bit ahead of myself here, but really, he does not deserve that fort. I don't deserve that, that coalition. Muscovy, Novgorod and Uzbek joining together would be so fun for me. Perhaps I should look at better... Nah, not for that cost. Alright, you know what? I'm not interested in you following me if you could go off and be securing your own kills. Then again, looks like you're more interested in securing provinces to take... There we go. What in the world happened to you? You just exiled immediately. Alright, with the exception of my mercs, I want everybody scrunched up. So we can go on a rampage. A wonderfully murderous rampage. So yeah, he's making some advances into my country that I'd rather he wasn't making. But I got some meat shields and I got some pretty strong units to go and throw right at his face. Okay, well maybe I don't have those guys, but hey, I've got guts then. And he's splitting up. That's, well, that was awesome until he decided that that's a stupid idea. Rightfully so as well. How many mercs are we looking at here? Yeah, I got plenty of mercs to the point where I want all those non-mercs away from me. It's not quite it's not quite combat width, that's a problem though. But if I get these guys one at a time, then combat width shouldn't be an issue. Guess I should at least try to keep myself backed up though. I mean, what is he trying? Maybe I should be flattered that he's doing some weird moves here. But if I chase him into my country, then he takes attrition, and I kind of laugh. But I mostly want him to split up a bit here. Oh, he might be trying to double back for his capital. Clever, but hopefully futile, since that siege is going my way. Huge relation boost to the Ottomans. Pretty undeservedly good. Not to the point where they want to be my friend, but it's good to keep them off my back in that regard. He might be trying to go for Kazan. It's worth keeping that in mind. He's going for Perm. Didn't know you were a Berserk fan. I'm full of surprises, but that is not one of them. Yeah, maybe he is going to save his capital. It's hard to grasp his motivations here. But if he is going for the capital, he's got a good run of it. He's only got to go 1, 2, 3, and I got a 1, 2, 3, 4 it. But I have huge amounts of maneuver at my side. And I have the capital, so sucks to be you, my friend. This war is mine. Also, my good friend is... He doesn't seem too miffed at me giving him nothing. Why? I mean, I am taking all this for myself, right? He didn't sneak anything. Did he do so little? Okay, he's done so little that he can't possibly demand anything. Well, I mean, I'm not going to give it to him if he doesn't deserve it. I don't even need to fight those units. I could pretty much scarper with this. I don't need to take everything I'm looking at here. It's just nicer to. No, I need a touch of war score if I want to get anywhere with this. What is this fool trying? That's woods. I'm not interested in fighting in any woods here. Nor am I interested in taking so much attrition. But he's probably going to go and try to help his own fort sieges here. The only reason I have those down is to... Sometimes I don't even know why. Hopefully his capital doesn't go to one of those, because I do not want to siege down harsh Siberian forts for that. Okay, I'd love to push this deal, but the question is, to what degree is it worth going for it? Go to England, no, you fool. could even hang around here and have him go go down to there. That would be fine. Okay, he has no idea what he's doing. But if he goes to Inglenote, that's good for me. Oh, that's not so good. I don't want you taking Bukhara. That is to be mine. He'll transfer it over with that in mind. It's nice when a plan just comes together. And this is another opportunity for me to send in the horses first. Hold them off by 1-2 days, and in they go. So horses arrive, and then a day after the foot troops arrive. That does kind of mean I want to try something a bit different, actually. I want to add 2 horses to you. Alright, let's see how this works out. Oh, that kind of messed it up a fair bit. Oh well, it's okay. Nah, that didn't work the way I wanted it to, but I'm still going to crush him, so it's okay. Unfortunately, it hurts my manpower pretty bad, but he really feels the burn from it. Speaking of feeling the burn, they're about to die, but that's okay. In fact, all is pretty well. Trying to think if there's anything else really to do with them. I do not want to faff around with those forts whatsoever. Honestly, I just want to get a nice bit of peace. Don't even need Shendik, but I don't want him to move around his country. Forget it, I'm never gonna get those forts up there. It's kinda gory enough. Okay, now he's unhappy. He feels like he's done a bit of heavy lifting. The smallest bit of heavy lifting. Bah humbug, I need a bit more if I want that. Oh well, needs must. Jake, watch out that your ally doesn't take the fort in the south. It's good for me if he does, because it will go over to me. At least it should. That's what I'm planning for, at least. And that'll actually help out a long way with the war effort. Oh, and that's also going to help with how that fort goes. Thank you kindly. Ha. They're really feeling like they've earned a lot due to sieging down that fort. Probably not going to give them a lot. I don't mind if their trust falls by... Ooh. I kind of want Chagatai as a friend for a wee bit. They're a good defense. Because they have Yarkand on their side as well, so maybe I should keep them a little bit happier. Just can't please some people, really. Well, I'll give him a bit of siege to help him out. Jake, influence nation for trust. It's an idea, but it's also an expensive idea. I mean, look at my current money situation. Hemorrhaging the stuff. Stop paying for those forts we don't need. Oh, that I don't like. If he takes these forts, these provinces back, they cost me more in the peace deal. Which isn't so nice. If his trust goes much further down, he's not going to want to be my ally anymore. kind of clever with what he's doing.